So James A. Garfield was a sound money leader. He was the 20th president of the United States, and he actually was a brigadier general in the Union Army, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
But Garfield actually opposed Lincoln's issuing of all these greenbacks. He consistently championed the gold standard. He's got some famous quotes here. Any party which commits itself to paper money will go down amid the general disaster, covered with the curses of a ruined people. Whoever controls the volume of money in our country is absolute master of all industry and commerce. When you realize that the entire system is very easily controlled, one way or another, by a few powerful men at the top, you will not have to be told how periods of inflation and depression originate.
Isn't that a stunning quote?
Oh, man.
Isn't that a stunning quote?
Unbelievable.
What did he say? Was it 1881, I think was the date on that? Or
1881, yeah.
Yeah.
This was like 6 months before he was
Yeah, he was
assassinated.
assassinated, right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, isn't that stunning? I mean, this guy, his brother, and he totally got it. I mean, and he spoke about it, right? I mean, it's stunning. And yet, his words were not listened to. We slowly, and by the way, at that time we were on the gold standard. I mean, one interesting point to make, I mean, the greenbacks came in. It took a while to get back to the gold standard. I mean, they had to, because of all the paper that had been printed and all the inflation that had occurred, it wasn't, I think, until 1879 that they were kind of fully back on a gold standard. So there was a period of time where, kind of the dollar was not entirely fully backed. And then the greenbacks were kind of, slowly but surely inflated away.
It seems like throughout most of American history, when they kind of do this stuff, they've always kind of gone back, which is nice to see at least.
They tried
until recently.
I mean, fortunately, there was enough sentiment in the country that was important. We had to get back there.
Yeah, it makes me think about how they sort of, the past 100 years or so, in the past 120 years, essentially, they've very slowly, they established the Fed, and then, they kind of reduced the amount of gold, and then they kind of
started off. They were supposed to hold 40% of their balance in gold, and, like the Bank of England.
It was like with these periods of war, people still, the same generation realized they understood these lessons of sound money. Correct. So they probably demanded that it go back. Correct. But the way they've done it the past 120 years or so, it's been so insidious. It's one domino. That's
exactly right.
You've got, the Great Depression and, banning of holding gold and all these like little steps where they devalue hey, it's worth this amount, the dollar's worth this amount of gold, and then it's worth a little bit less. And then, slowly and slowly and slowly.
Yeah.
Until you get to 1971. And then it's like, what the fuck happened in 1970?